Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a video of only Covergirl products. This was an idea sparked by this lovely PR package that I got from them. So literally so big it can't even fit in the frame. This is just one of 4 layers of goodies that they sent me, and I had literally almost everything you could possibly want to do a full face of makeup. The only thing I don't have is a primer, so I'm just going to prime my face first and then we're going to jump in. I also picked up the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. Mine is in the shade Ivory, and I have heard so many good things about this, so I can't wait to try this one out. I just have to say a really huge thank you to Covergirl for sending me these things. It literally like warmed my heart. I cried. It was everything. Like, I was overly ridiculous about it and I loved it. So thank you so much. It means a lot to me that they think I'm worthy of this. So let's jump right in and start this full face off. So I'm going to get some priming out of the way and just use a primer that I really like, which is the Hourglass Mineral Primer. This is the Veil Primer from them. So this one, because it's a mineral, I do like to use it with multiple foundations. So it's not going to be like too hydrating. It's not going to be too matte. It's a great kind of in between, and it is good at smoothing texture as well. Quickly grabbed a little headband because my hair is driving me crazy. I'm going to take this Vitalist Go Glow Luminizing Lotion, and I'm actually going to use that a little bit under the makeup just to give a lit from within type of look. I'm going to dab just a little bit of it on. As you can see, I do have a lot of redness going on, and I also have a breakout in the weirdest spot that's red and a little redness here. So I'm going to use the True Blend Pre-Touching Palette, and I'm going to go in with that green. Green is always my color correcting go-to. I feel like I always need a little bit of green. It really balances, and then I do not need as much foundation. That way I don't really have to cake it on, and I can go in with just a regular kind of lighter layer of foundation. And as you can see, I'm red all through here, like even on the chin a little bit. I like this color corrector a lot. It really doesn't look like much of anything. It just looks like canceling it out, which is exactly what you want. I don't like it when they're like so pigmented that you're fighting to cover up your color corrector. It should be just enough to cancel it out, in my opinion. Ooh, my skin already looks better. I'm going to use my finger and just dab a little bit over where I have that little breakout.
So annoying!
Then I do have a little bit of sallowness like right around these areas for whatever reason. So I'm going to take this like lavender shade and use a little bit there just to brighten and cancel out that yellow tone. Sometimes I like to use a little lavender just on my upper lip and pop a little bit of green above my brows. And I am using the Morphe E9 brush if you are curious. All right, I think that's all the color correction that we need. So let's go in with this foundation. So I'm gonna pump a little bit on my Morphe sponge. And I did 2 like small pumps, so I'm just gonna dot it around. I think that's gonna be a good color. Really liking this foundation. I can see why everybody likes it so much. Okay. I see. One of the reasons why it kind of like is so perfect to me that my first real like big PR package is from Covergirl is really in high school, and even like my last year of middle school all through high school, I didn't wear a lot of makeup, but I have to have my foundation because I think then I thought my skin was like really ugly. Now I realize I just have like redness. It's that type of thing that when you get a little bit older you understand more like what's going on with your skin. But then of course I just thought I had horrible skin, that it would literally never be anything good, so I had to have my foundation. And I love the Covergirl foundation with the blue top. I think they even still make it, and I think they've just like reformulated, but that one was like my favorite. I should try that one again. But now I go for more a little bit radiant foundations lately, what I've been liking, or I've been wearing like Fenty, which is like matte but not super dry. At least I don't think so. I am really loving this foundation. This is going to be a new favorite for me. I can already tell. And as you can see, it might be just a little bit warm compared to my neck, but my neck is really light, and then I get a little bit more color in my chest. So usually what I'll just do is bronze my neck a little bit. That way everything just kind of blends and looks more even. So I'm going to use the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. And the weird thing is, like, these never have shades on them. But I know I actually purchased this one and I'm not using my new ones in my PR box yet. This one was the lightest shade. So whatever shade that was, I will try to link it below. So I'm going to brighten up. And I'm going to use a little on my chin. Basically all those normal areas that I highlight with concealer. Now I'm going to grab one of the deeper shades and actually use this to do some contouring. You guys know I always do a lot of contouring on the forehead area, so I'm going to pop some on. And let's blend it in. I've got some of the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. So I've got the lightest shade, which is Classic Ivory, that I'm going to set with. Okay, you guys probably saw it way before I did with all of these lights, but everything together was just really dark. Nothing is quite my shade, and I am at my normal light state. I haven't really gotten any sun during the spring yet, so everything's a little dark. The foundation is almost good. It still is a little bit dark, but then the powders were just too much, so I actually went back and redid everything. I normally would have just left it and just kind of showed you guys the end result, but I have places to be today. I did still use the foundation, the concealer. I also contoured with the concealer, but I used one shade lighter, which tend to work out a little bit better. But I did not use the powders to set my face. I just felt like it was too much. Everything else stayed the same. And then I did throw on just a little light bit of blush because I don't have a CoverGirl blush to show you guys. So I took care of that bit, and then I bronzed my neck up a little bit. So now we can go on to brows, eyes, and lips, and everything else should be good. And I'll also do highlight. Let's go ahead and pop on some highlight. I'm going to use the Vitalist Healthy Glow highlighter, and this one looked a little bit more pow in your face highlight. So I think we're going to pop up on a little bit of this. Fingers crossed that nothing gets disturbed. I'm going to try it with a sponge to see if I can get it a little bit more even. Sponge is much better. Okay. So I was like, ooh, for a second, am I going to have to say I don't like it? It's not my favorite formula, I have to say. I just prefer powder for my highlights, but it is really pretty. I just don't like having the chance to like mess up things. Looks a little bit better on this side where I strictly just went in with the sponge. That worked out better, and I think it's really pretty over here. I just probably should have started with that, but it's nice to know if you can use your fingers for just like a quick little pop. And I'm going to tab a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I'm going to get some on my sponge and then just kind of squeeze my sponge down and go in on my nose. So I have two brow products. I have the Easy Breezy Brow Microfine Brow Pencil. I love that, Easy Breezy Brow, that's cute. And then I also have the Easy Breezy Brow Sculpt, and this is a pomade. I'm going to use soft brown in both of these. That's typically the color that I wear. So let's show you up close. This one is a pretty fine point, and then it's got a nice thin spoolie. And then this is what the other product looks like. This is the pomade. The top does come apart to show a little brush, and then it opens up and it's just a little jar. I'm going to try out both of these products. I'm first going to brush my brow hair up just like I normally would. Ooh, that's a good color. I'm going to switch over to the Brow Sculpt and go ahead and dip this little brush in. I'm going to start at the tail end of my brow where I would want it to be the darkest. And now I'm going to take the pencil and kind of fill in the front of my brow give me some little hair-like strokes, make it look really natural. Alright, I'm going to do this other brow and I'll be right back. Alright, brows are on. I did use a little bit of Anastasia Clear Up Brow Gel just to set my brows, and everything's looking good. It is a little bit darker than I typically do, and it's a little bit more cool tone, but it definitely works. My hair is looking really dark. I will probably try the like honey brown next time, but let's jump into some eyes. I'm going to use the Covergirl Lid Lockup, and I'm really excited to try this because lately finding a good eye base has been a struggle. And I keep going back to Soft Ochre Paint Pot, but I want something different. Like I want something that really works for my lids. So hey, we never know. My lids are locked up. They're in handcuffs. Let's go. They actually included 3 palettes. So I got 2 Katy Cat palettes. Both of these look really fun. You guys know I'm always tempted to go for the brighter, bolder colors. I was thinking this one, but I might have to do this. And then they also included the True Naked Smoky palette, which this reminds me of the Naked Smoky palette from Urban Decay a little bit, because it's got those like deeper shades and it's got that like steely blue that just reminds me of that. Maybe a dupe. I might have to do a little head-to-head with that. Leave this video a like if you want to see that. Feeling drawn to this one right here. I'm not in a blue mood today, but you guys know I love my pinks and my greens. I am going to grab this shade from this True Naked Smoky palette to kind of set this lid primer. This is a nice matte shade, and this one is completely shimmer shades. So I definitely want to use something at least to give a nice little base. So I'm really feeling this like a tealish color here. So I'm gonna, woo, she's dusty.
Okay, I feel like this palette is gonna play me a little bit. So let's use our finger. Bruh.
Literally with a brush, it was nothing. With a brush, that shadow looked like absolute nothing. So I'm gonna try to blend it now that we've got some shadow there. Don't do this. Able to pick up this kind of silvery shade right here with a brush, and it did okay. So I don't know. I'm not loving that. It's looking very, I don't know, it's like just washed out. Okay, we're gonna try this darkest shade. It almost looks like a black with a shift in my outer corner. That one did okay. Some of these colors are really pretty, but unfortunately, like, the formula is just not quite there. The glosses are so good. I love the glosses, so I don't know what's going on with this palette. Just take this second shade, this gray, and go under my lash line. So I think that looks a little bit better with it just being more smoky looking. Definitely doesn't look bad, has some pretty dimension to it, but it is a very like a shimmery kind of chunky thing. So it was probably gonna work a little bit better with a finger or a wet brush. I definitely would just like maybe pick up a shade from this and use it with other shadows. Using this all together for a look, not really gonna work for me. What I did use from the True Naked Smoky palette seems really nice. I like the gray that I smoked out my lower lash line with, and this matte shade on the end worked very well to set everything and to kind of blend. So I would definitely recommend picking these up. They're super inexpensive. These you could definitely have fun with a couple of the shades, but I would like something where you could create a whole look. So maybe some matte shades in this would have been a good idea to kind of mix it. But not terrible. The look itself is not bad at all. I'm gonna put on some liner, and this is the Get In Line liquid liner. I'm gonna use Teal Crystal. I've actually used the matte one, matte black, and it is super matte and super black. I used that in my Google Picks My Makeup video, so if you haven't seen that, you can see it. It is insanely black and is so matte. So if you really like a super matte finish in your liner, that would be a good option. I was afraid that that teal wouldn't show up, but it's really showing up. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. Hoping you guys can see that okay. It is a really pretty teal, but it also kind of looks iridescent in a way. Depending on the light, it looks a little bit more blue or a little bit more green. These are really easy to apply. It has a really nice long pointed tip to it. So I love this liner. Yeah, I know. Hey. Yeah. You so mad because I wouldn't let you in? Yeah, I couldn't let you go in. Alright, my cat was bitching at me because she was in my bedroom with the door closed because there was someone working on our air conditioner and he was like in and out and she was like, meow, meow, meow. I am really loving this liner. It is such a pretty color. I really don't know if it's doing it justice on camera, but it is gorgeous in person. It kind of just shifts colors. So pretty. So it's time for some mascara. I'm going to use the Peacock Flare mascara. This one is another new one that I'm trying out. Ooh, this brush is interesting. It's like a little, almost like a helix. Do you guys see that? It's looking really cute. Alright, that definitely gave me some volume. You guys know I am pretty picky about mascaras. I usually like them too after a couple of uses when they're not super fresh. I feel like as they start to dry out a little bit better, it's just my personal preference, whereas this was really like thick. So it's time to put on a lip. I'm going to use the Melting Pout Mattes in the shade Current Nude. So let's put it on. These have kind of the same scent that the Queen collection do, and to me it's like apple cinnamon candle. Like, I know that's weird. That's what it smells like to me. I also have the CoverGirl Look Lockup. So this locks makeup in place all day. Microfine mist with a weightless, barely there feel. It prevents makeup from smudging or settling into lines. Ooh, I like that. So let's go ahead and use this spray. We're gonna... Woo! That's kind of a... It reaches a long way. The camera totally just stopped filming. It didn't overheat, it didn't die, I don't know, and I don't know exactly the moment that it died, so I was just saying that I really love this Look Lockup so far. It has a really nice spray. You definitely want to hold it from a distance because it sprays like really far, but I like it so far. It feels nice, and it did kind of melt my powders into my makeup, which is what I am looking for. So I really like that. Okay, I wanted to quickly tell you guys my favorites. My favorite things that I use, definitely the foundation. This color is a little off for me, but I can definitely make it work. And I think once I get a bit of sun, and I do not tan, don't get me wrong, I don't go in the sun for real, but if I do go to the beach, even with sunscreen, I'll get some color. And I think this is gonna be perfect with a little bit of color. So I can't wait for that. Brow pencil is a definite favorite. I am loving this teal crystal liner. I would highly recommend this one for sure. It glides on really easily, easy to apply, really pigmented. I did go over it just to make sure it was really deep dark in the color, but it's so pretty, and it's like this iridescent because you can definitely see some greens and some blues and things like that. So it really kind of peps up this look that I was feeling like, oh, it's just not that great. But the liner definitely kind of like pulled it together. I really like this lip too. I'm going to do a video swatching all of these, the Melting Pout Matte. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Turn on those notifications and make sure that you're subscribed, obviously. The notifications, if you tap once, it'll be occasional notifications, and if you tap twice, then it will give you any notification of me uploading or anything like that. I love this setting spray. Those are definitely my favorite products. The color corrector palette was good, but definitely going to be using more of all of these products for sure. And I do have other colors in that liner that I'm going to try out as well, so I can't wait for that. That's it for my full face of mostly CoverGirl. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Definitely, like I said, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. It would mean the world to me. And also turning on those notifications so you can see when I upload, because nowadays it's really hit and miss. You may or may not know if I upload, and that's with everybody. So anybody that you like and you want to see their videos, make sure you turn on notifications, not just me, because it's like to the point you've got to tell YouTube what you want to see. And hopefully I will be one of those things. I also just started a Facebook page for me and for my channel and all my makeup stuff, so definitely go. It will be in the description box below, as well as my Twitter, as my Instagram, what else? Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. All 4 are on there. And I have a lot of outlets. I feel like, where do I post what? There's a lot of stuff, but it will definitely keep you in the know and keep you in the know of like different giveaways, because I'll be posting giveaways on Instagram, on Facebook. I might even do a Twitter giveaway. I've never done that, but I definitely want to do one for my Facebook page. Other drugstore brands that you would like to see me try out this video, then let me know. I already have one in the works, a very affordable brand. So we'll see how it matches up. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!